Hey guys, welcome back. We've got a huge Star Wars The Road to 107 update this week. I had sent in about a month ago 10 of my personal collection comics that I've had for well over 30 years into CGC to kind of see what they would get as far as grades go. I've also had them cleaned and pressed, and my fingers were crossed because I kind of handpicked these out of my collection to see how they would do. I didn't think they were all going to be perfect, but I was really kind of shooting of the 10 to maybe get like one or two, a 9/8, but let me show you what we got. Some were really good, some were kind of a surprise, and others I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But 10 big comics this week. We usually do these one or maybe two at a time, but my last submission, and this is the thing, like my last submission that I had sent in and I had done this with took 14 months to get back from CGC. This was during the heyday of collecting back 2 years ago. So this would be 2021. 14 months. Didn't want to go through that again. So kind of waited for the craziness to kind of like settle down. And it did. And now the turnaround times are, you know, about a month to get clean pressed and modern grade. So let's get going. This is Star Wars from 1979. Star Wars number 21. Did not get the 9.8, but a 9.6 off-white to white pages. Still a good grade. You know, I'm going to say this probably many times throughout this video. This is your personal collection. Like, you know, in my case, I've had this for over 30 years. I've had this book for well over 30 years. And to get a 9.6 on a book that's traveled with you and gone through, you know, multiple moves is not bad. And I can't complain. And yeah, I probably will upgrade this at some point, but to have this in a 9.6 is still really, really good. So that's Star Wars number 21. Next up, another early 1979 issue, Star Wars number 23. Notice that last one was a newsstand. They're almost all newsstands at this point, but here we go. Star Wars number 23 and a 9.6. Another off-white to white pages comic here, but still great condition for a book that's as old as this is. Hard to complain about a 9.6. Still great condition given its age. And like I said, this one's traveled around with me quite many times, so the fact that it's still in this good of condition is kind of a miracle. So I will take that any day, no question about it. Star Wars number 23. We keep the ball rolling. Star Wars from 1979. This is June of 1979. Star Wars number 24. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think this might have been Obi-Wan's first solo story. Yeah, first flashback solo story in comics. June of 1979 in a 9.4 off-white to white pages. Again, not perfect, not great, but, you know, given, you know, the age of the book and all that, I can't really complain. There's the front. There's the back. And it's funny, whenever I looked at the back on this book, I believe that was Rick Barry and Dr. J, Julie Serving. I always thought it was Han Solo. I always thought he looked like Han Solo. But anyway, Star Wars number 24 and a 9.4. So far, everything's been 9.4 or better. Not too bad. And we kind of continue on that pace here with Star Wars number 25. This is the direct edition. This one's in a 9.4, but we got the white page designation on this one, so quality is improving at this point. July of 1979. There's the front, here's the back. Send away for all those wonderful goodies there. Was that a great prizes or lots of cash? Huh. Oh yeah, you had to sell greeting cards. And then if you sold a whole bunch, they gave you great stuff. So not bad there. Pretty good so far. We continue the 9.4 train. This is Star Wars number 28. White pages. This is also the direct edition, you can tell from the crossed out UPC code and the diamond up at the top. So the page quality is improving. Grades, not so much, but, you know, part of me, I don't know if I'd rather have the 9.4 in a white or a 9.6 in an off-white to white, but great Han Solo Chewbacca story. Here's the back. Not too bad there. All right, got a couple of big boys coming up. Star Wars number 41. This is the part 3 of The Empire Strikes Back. This is direct edition, and we got a 9.6 white on that. Not bad, not a bad book. Not a bad grade from the personal collection. Happy about that. I was really hoping one of these up to this point would pull out the 9.8. This was one of them. But, and there's some of these books that I cannot tell you where or why I got a 9.8. It didn't get a 9.8. Some of these are really sharp. Others you can tell it's got like a color breaking spine crease or something along those lines. But there are one or two in here that I just, Anyway. Next up is Star Wars number 43. Also in a 9.6 white pages. This is, again, part of The Empire Strikes Back. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first appearance of Lando in normal comic form. Not bad. Nice grade. And next up is Star Wars number 51 in a 9.6. These are books that I didn't have graded in a 9.8, and I really just kind of flipped through all of my books just to see, you know, which ones I had been missing up to a certain point and which ones I thought had a possibility of being in the high 9s. And, you know, for the most part, I think I did okay choosing the right ones. That's Star Wars number 51 in 9.6. And 2 left. This one, I had actually purchased this in a 9.8 after I'd sent this book in, and I was like, oops, oh well. But this one came back in 9.6. It is the direct edition, and this will probably be put up for sale on my eBay page. The link's down on the bottom. I don't like really advertising that stuff. I'm not a dealer. I'm just a collector, and you know, I sell some stuff on eBay, and I sell it at pretty decent prices. And if you make me an offer, more than likely, I probably will not refuse it, as long as it's a little bit more than case cost and my cost into it. I'll pretty much just to get rid of my duplicates. But 9.6 white. And then finally, this is the one I really was kind of hoping for a much better grade, but it came back, and you know, when I sent it in, I knew it had a pretty good crease that I didn't think that somebody was going to be able to get out. But this is Star Wars number 70 in a 9.2. This is the lowest of all of the books. Each of the books that I sent in, all 10, 6 of them were 9.6, 3 of them were 9.4, and this was the lone 9.2 of the bunch. That's it, guys, for today. 10 new additions to the Star Wars Road to 107. These will probably get all upgraded at some point, but the nice placeholders that we used to have in the collection until that day happens. But thank you for joining me on this road. This is great. This gets me to about 85, I believe, 85 graded comics in the Road to 107, which is great. It doesn't include Return of the Jedi annuals or any of those extra series like the Marvel Movie Showcase, but we are getting much closer to having a full graded set. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.